Hello, hello. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. So, last time I was discussing some of the changes that I was going to make. Did any of them get done? A little bit. Now, that is my thing. I would say that I am going to do something, but following through is a challenge for me. Not that I'm not trying, I definitely am trying, but the fact that uh, the feeling of the disappointment behind it, like, oh man, I said I was going to do this, but I didn't do it. So, what to do in that? Because I've been thinking about that, because this has been an ongoing thing for me for a long time, for years. So, that's why sometimes I'm like, should I even mention what this, you know, just to backtrack and say that, hey, I didn't follow through on this, or I didn't follow through on that. So that's been happening uh, to me lately a lot, because I'm thinking that I've put so much on myself, or say I can, thinking, yeah, I can do this, I can do this, but then other things come and take up your time, and then you forget, like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to do this, supposed to do that. So let me just give you a little update. I'm still, I think I've been losing more inches during the past 30 days or so. So I do feel the difference in my clothing. In regards to the scale, there's really been not much of a change yet at all, which is not bad, which has come to this measuring your success and how you're doing. We are using other tools or other objects to measure our success. I was just reading something that came through my news feed the other day, and this was in regards to Jessica Simpson. Didn't been known Jessica Simpson for, I mean, of course, you guys know she's famous, been famous for a while. But one thing that she was saying, that she said, I lost 100 pounds, 100 plus pounds, 3 times. So this last time, I think with her last child, child, with her last child, she and this was probably about 3 years ago, few years back, I think, or almost 3 years. But that last time she lost it and been able to maintain it. And one thing that she did was get rid of that scale. So, not that I get on a scale a lot, I really don't, but let's talk about these tools that we're using to measure our success. So, I don't think, we all know that that's just a measuring, but sometimes it gets to us. It'll get to a point where we're thinking that we're not doing a great job or doing well, and that could send us into spirals of doubt, spirals of depression, spirals of anxiety. So some people are able to handle that better than others, but to use that tool to measure, like, let's say if you, like me, I have not lost any weight, really haven't lost any weight. Am I going to say that I didn't do well? So I have to really sit there and think about the positive things that have happened. We started back walking, my husband and I, and we've been doing a great job at that. I do feel like I've lost, but what I'm really feeling is probably not equating to pounds, because when you are doing, or you're gaining muscle, that muscle does weigh more than fat. So that could be happening. Could be something that I ate from the previous day before that's causing bloat, and then I'm probably not knowing what it is now, or I probably like, hey, I'm gonna eat this and I'm just gonna eat it, whatever. Type of situation, whatever situation, type of situation that is, anything in our bodies could, you know, be holding on to weight. But in reality, you are doing, other things, or the other ways of measuring success. So as you know, I have not really been on any particular plan besides intermittent fasting, Now, for the past few days, I think I've been eating breakfast past couple days, but there, but uh, majority of the time I am skipping breakfast and then waiting into lunchtime to eat. So, um, and the choices that I make, I just eat whatever I want or whatever I feel that I want. So, and what's interesting is that I know that I'm like, I could really maintain weight really good. Now, if I was just where I want it to be, where I'm comfortable, where my body is at its optimum health, the weight that I feel good at or I'm comfortable at, I can maintain it. I really can do a good job maintaining it. So, with that said, I was like, out of all the programs that I've really been kind of dipping and dabbing it out of for the past couple of years, one of the programs that I really feel that could be that was working for me, but they changed. Of course, you guys know Weight Watcher, the Green Plan was good, but I was sitting there thinking, and then I was trying to reconfigure that new plan to where I had the same amount of points. But then when I did that, something wasn't right because I felt that they were taking away certain foods, adding more points to certain things. So um, I was like, it'll be nice if I did have that green plan because it was really effortless for me because I know I was keeping a balance with my calories, keeping a balance with the food, making sure I was, drinking my water and stuff. And I did that first few months. I did lose a significant amount of weight because I was, doing very well on that plan. So I'm not on Weight Watchers anymore. So basically, what I'm doing now, what I just discovered just a few days ago, and I'm looking into it, and I'm going to test it out. Not going to make any commitments just yet. I'm just going to test it out and see how it works. So, and I'll fill you in on it. It's basically pretty much what I was doing on the green plan. Just I'm just going to test it out and see if it actually is, and see how I can see whether it's something that I can do long term and have that same feeling I have on that green plan Weight Watcher. So stay tuned to that. Also, self care. I've really been practicing self care. Guys, it is so, as I sit there and think about over the years and things that I've allowed, and then I think about, so why did I do that? Or even with this, pre-pandemic, I was at my goal weight. I was doing good. Why? What happened? Why did I gain all this weight? Why did I mean, I know I'm losing now, but I had so much going on during that time. And basically, I'm not going to make excuses for that because there was so much going on at the time for me, um, outside of stuff that I really couldn't control. And we all have those things. And on top of the pandemic itself, um, I dealt with it the best way I could at the time. So there is no excuses for that, but I got through those times. So basically, lesson learned for me is to ensure that I'm getting the proper self care, that I'm taking care of myself. I am not going to allow um, certain negativities, or I mean, it could be news, it could be something I see on the news. I have to dismiss certain things really quickly. When you dismiss things real quick and then come to terms with it, and or be at peace or with things, it's so much easier just to move on. That moving on phase of things before it settles in, before you continue to think and think and think and think and harbor over certain things, it makes it so easy to get past it. Once you address it, and then move on. So that's been easy for me. I've been doing that. I've been doing a lot of mental cleanup. um, because it's like if you don't do that, it's just gonna just sit there and fester. So what you do, part of self-care is just move on from things pretty quick. It could be things that, like me, for example, I would beat myself up, just like I mentioned about, you know what, I could have stopped the weight if I had did this, but no, I can't. I can't go back on that. What's happened is done. Is done. I dealt with it the best way I could, and there's nothing wrong with that. So moving past it. Today, I'm in a different spot. I'm in a different, my thinking is different. That was what this now a couple of years ago. Wow. But I think it was a year and a half. I really, after my grandbaby was, after she was born, I think that's when the weight really started creeping up. But either way, that's in the past. Everybody's good. Every family's healthy. Just need to get myself into a place where I am eating a certain way. And I'm still learning too. I'm still learning the different things that I can eat. Knowing what's best for me and doing it, just getting into a routine to do it. Like some things are really like, this is a necessity. Like that water drink, drinking plenty of water is a necessity. Drinking the right amount of water, making sure that your body has what it needs to function is so important. It's key. Making sure that whatever I'm eating, I know that I can treat myself. That's what a treat is. A treat is not every day, every meal. A treat is just a treat, Or if I'm mentally like, oh, hey, that Reese's cups look good. Do I want it? Yeah, I do want it. Do I need it? Probably not. But just to get out of that mind frame of, oh, you can't have that, or you're not supposed to have that. You can allot for it and be at a balance at things that you're eating and life. Period. Just being at a balance and having a moderation about what you are doing, and that could be easier said than done, which is why this is a journey. As you're going through a journey, you are going to be at different levels. So I'm at a certain level now. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm at a certain level now that to me, just a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months ago, that I wasn't at. But I am progressing at certain levels. So there you have it, guys. I will be coming back on here. I know I went a little over this time. It's been a minute since I did a video. So I'll come back with more information or just some updates of things that I'm doing, some things I'm doing. We just moved into this house a little over 6 months ago. There are a few things I'm doing around the house. I can share that with you. That's part of self-care because it's something I like to do. But anyway, in the next videos, next updates, I'll keep you posted. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. Bye-bye.